the European Commission in the Court of Luxembourg, it's arguing that Google has become too big. Their lawyers called Google the front page of the internet, the colossus of the digital age that's given its own shopping a preferential treatment. So if you like, Google is the gatekeeper of the internet when it comes to search, and they're alleging that their position is too powerful, too big, and that it's at the detriment of smaller rivals. So they're saying Google essentially, in a nutshell, is abusing its market power, putting its own search services at the top of the page, and sometimes having rivals on page 2 and 3. And if you know from your own Googling, you hardly go below page 1 on the searches.
Well, Google's defence is that competition is just a click away. What other arguments have they had, and does it look like they're gaining traction?
Yes, that's right. So essentially, their argument is about innovation. They're saying that the competition law does not provide platforms like themselves to innovate, to create algorithms that give their users the most relevant searches. And they say they shouldn't be penalized for essentially providing a good service. And if other platforms are not getting to the top of the search, they're saying it's not because of Google's dominance, but it might be because they're not relevant or they're not good enough. One key argument that they used yesterday is to show that in some of the searches, Amazon, which is a rival when it comes to comparison sites for shopping, ranked at the top of the searches. So they're saying, look, even Amazon, which is our rival, is getting to the top.
Other big tech companies like Apple and Amazon are going to be very closely watching this ruling. What kind of precedent could it set?
Yeah, well, this is a very important case, which it's about the limits of market power. So as we know, Apple, Amazon, Google, they are huge dominant platforms. So an outcome will give us clarity on how far digital platforms can push it. And so this is a case about Google's comparison site called Google Shopping, but it has ramifications about the limits that others will be able to push or not.